Everyday English Podcast
by English Talking Today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Talking Today. I'm Mary, your host, and I'm so happy you could join me for another episode. Today, we're diving into a topic that I think is universally inspiring and incredibly personal: dreams and goals. But we're not just going to talk about them. We're going to use this discussion as a fantastic way to test and improve your English proficiency, no matter what level you're at. So, whether you're just starting your English journey or you're already quite advanced, there's something here for you. We're going to structure our conversation around 4 different English levels: B1, B2, C1, and C2, and explore increasingly complex ideas related to our personal aspirations. And don't worry, I'll be here to guide you every step of the way. Let's start with Level 1, B1 English. This is for those of you who are comfortable with everyday language and can understand and use simple sentences. At this level, we'll talk about simple dreams and small goals. Think of dreams as the big sky, those wonderful, sometimes distant, visions we have for our lives. Goals, on the other hand, are the small steps that carry us closer to those dreams. They are the practical actions we take. Let me give you a couple of examples. My friend David has a dream of living by the sea. It's a lovely image, isn't it? To achieve this dream, his goal is to save money every month. He tracks his expenses, he puts a certain amount aside, and he avoids unnecessary purchases. That's a clear goal that moves him towards his dream. Another friend, Aaron, dreams of opening a bookstore and becoming a best-selling author. Now, that's a big dream. A small, immediate goal for him, a step towards that dream, is to read every evening. By reading consistently, he's not only enjoying himself, but also learning about different writing styles, genres, and what makes a book successful. These are simple examples, but they illustrate perfectly how dreams are the grand vision, and goals are the manageable tasks that make that vision a reality. So, think about your own simple dreams and small goals. Maybe it's learning a new skill, visiting a new place, or just improving your English. What's your big sky, and what small steps are you taking? Now, let's move up to Level 2, B2 English. At this stage, you're able to understand the main ideas of complex text, interact with a degree of fluency, and produce clear, detailed text on a range of subjects. Here, we'll delve into the challenges of sticking to goals. Because, let's be honest, having a dream and setting a goal is one thing, but actually following through is quite another. We all face certain adversaries when it comes to achieving our goals. The first one that often comes to mind is procrastination. It's truly the thief of time. We tell ourselves we'll start tomorrow or next week or when we feel more motivated. But tomorrow often turns into never. Procrastination steals valuable time and energy that we could be using to move forward. Another major adversary is distraction and temptation. It's so easy to get sidetracked by social media, a new show, or just old habits. We often hear the saying, "Old habits die hard," and it's so true. It takes real effort and discipline to break away from comfortable routines that don't serve our goals. So, what's a good solution to these challenges? One effective strategy is setting deadlines. Deadlines make the dream tangible. They create a sense of urgency and pressure to act. Without a deadline, a goal can remain a vague intention forever. As the saying goes, a goal without a plan is just a wish. By setting a specific date by which you want to achieve something, you transform a wish into a concrete objective. For example, if your goal is to write a book, instead of just saying, "I'll write a book," set a deadline. I will complete the first draft by December 31st. This specific deadline helps you break the goal down into smaller, actionable steps and keeps you accountable. So, at B2 level, I challenge you to think about a goal you've struggled with. What were the main adversaries, procrastination or distraction, and how could setting a clear deadline help you make progress? All right, moving on to Level 3, C1 English. If you're at this level, you can understand a wide range of demanding, longer texts, express yourself fluently and spontaneously, and use language flexibly and effectively for social, academic, and professional purposes. Here, we're going to discuss confronting adversity and failure. This is where things get a bit more profound because, let's face it, no journey towards a dream is ever smooth. Failure isn't just a possibility. It can be indispensable. It's a concept many find difficult to accept, but truly, adversity forges fortitude. Fortitude is that mental and emotional strength that allows you to endure difficulties, pain, or danger without giving up. Think of a blacksmith shaping metal. The fire and the hammer don't destroy the metal. They make it stronger and give it form. Similarly, when we face setbacks and failures, they don't necessarily mean the end of our dreams. Instead, they can be transformative. They compel us to refine our plans, to reassess our strategies, and to persevere with greater determination. It's about learning to turn the tables, to take a negative situation and flip it into an advantage. Maybe a business venture didn't succeed, but the lessons learned about the market, about teamwork, or about your own resilience are invaluable. Perhaps you failed an exam, but that failure pushed you to study smarter, to understand your weaknesses, and ultimately to achieve a higher score next time. Failure provides critical feedback. It shows us what doesn't work, allowing us to pivot and try a different approach. It builds character and resilience in a way that easy success never can. So, for my C1 listeners, reflect on a time you faced adversity or failure. How did that experience, however difficult, ultimately contribute to your fortitude and help you refine your path or even turn the tables in your favor? Finally, we arrive at Level 4, C2 English. This is the highest level where you can understand virtually everything heard or read, summarize information from different spoken and written sources, reconstruct arguments and accounts in a coherent presentation, and express yourself spontaneously, very fluently and precisely, differentiating finer shades of meaning even in more complex situations. At this level, we're going to explore the true meaning of success. This goes beyond the practicalities and delves into the philosophical and existential. We must ask ourselves, why do human beings chase goals and tie their identity to achievements? Is it for external validation? For a sense of purpose? What truly defines success? Conventionally, success is often measured by things like money, prestige, power, or material possessions. We see successful people in the media, and they often have these attributes. But is this conventional success always fulfilling? The truth is, it can often be ephemeral, fleeting, and ultimately lead to a hollow victory. Think of individuals who reach the pinnacle of their careers only to find themselves unfulfilled, constantly chasing the next big thing, or feeling a void despite their apparent achievements. This is where the profound realization comes in. Real success is measured not by external metrics, but by authenticity and living a life that aligns with your deepest values. It transcends superficial measures to find true purpose. It's about living in a way that feels true to who you are, what you believe in, and what genuinely brings you joy and meaning. This could be contributing to your community, fostering deep relationships, pursuing a creative passion without commercial ambition, or simply living with integrity. It's about finding peace and contentment in your everyday existence, rather than constantly striving for something outside of yourself. It's a journey of self-discovery and aligning your actions with your inner compass. So, C2 listeners, I invite you to ponder. In what ways do you believe conventional success can lead to a hollow victory? And how do you define real success? The kind that aligns with authenticity and purpose, transcending superficial measures. What does a truly meaningful life look like to you? And there you have it, our journey through dreams and goals, testing your English proficiency at every step. Now, this episode is not just for listening. It's designed to help you practice all 4 English skills. First, for speaking, I encourage you to shadow the sentences I've used. This means listening carefully and then repeating them out loud, trying to match my pronunciation and intonation. You can pause the recording after each sentence or phrase and practice at your own pace. This is a fantastic way to improve your fluency and confidence. Second, for writing and even a bit of speaking practice, I want you to engage with me and our community. Share your thoughts, your English level, or your story in the comments section below this video. Tell us about your dreams, your goals, the challenges you face, or how you define success. Don't worry about making mistakes. This is a safe space for practice and learning. Your comments help everyone learn and grow. Also, I'd love to hear from you regarding future topics. What grammar topics would you like me to cover next? Are you struggling with tenses, conditionals, or prepositions? Perhaps you have questions about phrasal verbs or reported speech. Let me know in the comments, and your suggestion might be featured in an upcoming episode. Your feedback is incredibly valuable, as it helps me create content that is most helpful to you, our amazing listeners. Thank you so much for joining me today on English Talking Today. I truly hope this episode has inspired you, challenged your English skills, and given you something valuable to think about regarding your own dreams and goals. Remember, language learning, much like achieving your personal aspirations, is a journey. It has its easy beginnings, its challenges, its moments of adversity, and ultimately, its profound rewards. Keep practicing, keep dreaming, and keep setting those goals, big and small. I'll be back next time with another exciting topic to help you on your English journey. Until then, take care, keep learning, and I look forward to reading your comments. Goodbye for now.